Okay, so I haven't had a whole lot of time recently to work on tractors, but I decided I'm gonna make an update video because I'm due, and I'll show you the stuff I've been working on, and I just gotta get painting some stuff so I can put it together. So I'll show you that here in a little bit. But I have this Roper RT8 out sitting right there because I drove that custom today. Otherwise, not much has at all been done with these. This one here needs a seat because I took it off for another one. Here's some side covers for some restorations I'm working on. Over here are some silver fenders for a GT18. The front grille, some floorboards, the other fender. The Super 12 Hydro that was in a video like a month or so ago is right here now. So thing I think is pretty cool with this, you got the unrestored 68 Super 12 Hydro, you got the restored 68 Super 12 Hydro, and then you've got the partially restored slash remade 68 Hydrotrack Orange Hydro. And then up here, we've got the 68 stick shift, original 68 stick shift restored, and then 68 Suburban 12. So kind of got a little variety there of 68s all in one spot. I thought that was cool. They're finally together. I got a couple of the 66s underneath the stairs. That's just kind of where they ended up. In the shop, I've got the frame for a Roper 16T. And then there is a bunch more black stuff for it. I just haven't felt like putting it together because I don't have any of the white stuff painted. And then, of course, the SS14, that's just waiting on all the white stuff, like the hood and grill and stuff, to get painted. And then that one there, which I don't have a front grill for it. And it's also, of course, waiting for the hood and dash. But even with that, I still don't have a front grill. And back here in the corner, this has been sitting here for quite a while, is the GT18 frame. But that one I could actually put together at any time because I have all the silver parts painted like I showed you. Going back over here, of course, stuff in the middle that hasn't really changed either. All this is the same. This stupid thing that still doesn't run, but I'll probably end up just putting a different engine in it altogether because that one, it has too many issues. Got the 78 GT18. And then all of these are just kind of right here for now, which once as I get done driving that custom, or I guess I got to put that custom away, and then I'm going to start down the line here to drive them. And I'll drive one of these at a time, and then we'll move over there, and then I can drive these, and then it just kind of repeats itself. And I see this one, the cover keeps blowing off. This is my 67 Blue Dash Super 12 that's restored. And then right there's my all original 67 of the same thing. This one here, I had it running like, I don't know, like about 2 weeks ago. It fired right up, and it's been sitting ever since I did that video on this. So that's pretty cool. It still runs. Right here is, forget what these ones are that under covers. Oh yeah, the 70 Hydrotrack 12. And then, of course, the 500,000, which that thing, it runs good sometimes, and then it doesn't. Runs good, and then doesn't. The last time I drove it, it left me stranded in the middle of the yard, and I had to drag it back. I never could get it running, so I pushed it back in the corner here, and it'll probably start right up and run fine once as I run it again. It's just kind of stupid. But I don't know what's wrong with it. It has, carburetor is fine, spark's fine. It just, when it has enough, I guess. I don't know. It is what it is. So in here, which it's been quite windy recently, and I'm surprised that this tent thing is still here. So that's cool. No rips in the roof yet. So this probably looks almost exactly the same as it did before because it's pretty much exactly the same. I might have moved a few things around, but there's this, I'm going to call it a stupid hydro because it was a stupid idea, jammed in the corner, which that basically just needs steering, paint, and everything else, and that wouldn't be that one would be good to go. I've got this custom here, which basically just needs an engine and stuff, and then that would be good to go. That one I could get running at any time. This Suburban 15 that I've got the floorboard sitting right there, I'm going to turn it into an SS15. That needs, basically I need to finish all these other projects before I do anything with this. That needs a full engine rebuild and a bunch of other stuff done, and then of course tore apart and restore. We got this 18.6 with a Onan that I forget what exactly is wrong with it, but I want to do a video on that and get that one going. Same type of story with this Suburban 12. Just clean it up, do a video on that, get that one running. Then of course we got the palette of some parts that needs to be painted, but haven't got to it yet. So fenders, floorboards, a dash, a hood, a transmission for a GT18 Hydrodrive, and then of course the Roper 20T. I see randomly on the ground over there's the battery tray for the 15. Not sure how it ended up there, but it's, I guess, on the ground now. I've got the 2 transmissions for the 2 black frames I showed you in there. Them have to get painted, otherwise them are ready to go. My 68 that I'm going to be converting to a 67 white dash Super 12. That's just kind of jammed right there, I guess, for now. In here, I've got my John Deere X475, the grass cutting tractor, which this thing, it's kind of funny. I was mowing 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and the tie rod decided to come apart. So I did some goofy welding and I welded the ends back on just as a temporary fix. And then I found some $20 tie rod ends online to replace it. Them came in. Them turned out to be a piece of junk because the one side, the threads were stripped out on it when I got them. And then the other side, it fell off right away. So long story short, I returned them. And here it sits now with the ones that was on it. And the next few days, I'm going to be mowing again. And I'm just going to run it with the welded tie rods for now because there's not much else I can do at the moment. I've got this. What is this? Oh, this one. This is the one I called Big Ugly. I made a video about it and nobody liked it, so I took the video down, but I really like it. This thing is kind of cool. It's just cobbled together in its own type of a way. So it's got a black SS15 front grille, a white hood that's got a bunch of flaws on it, so it didn't make its way up on anything else. But it's a 73, or no, it's a 74 ST16. That's right. 74 ST16. It actually runs a lot better now after running it for a while. That engine seems to be running better. I've got my 18.6 right here with a 420 Predator that has a lot of hours on it. That it runs good, but yet the hours it has on it are not good hours. It has about 360 hours on it. And in them 360 some hours, it was revving between 5,000 RPM and 8,000 RPM. So it's not exactly great, but it does run enough to drive it around and it doesn't smoke. So got my 74 SS16. Had that one out just a couple days ago to mold the path that we have out in the backyard. That's perfect machine for that because you can fit between like trees and stuff. When I'm mowing our path I used to drive tractors and stuff on. I like this one because somebody cut the chute off the deck so I can go through smaller stuff and not worry about hitting it on anything. So I use that for that. Got my big wheeled one with the Duramax 18 horse. That's one of my workhorse machines. Otherwise, that's it in here. Guess I got a tire pile there. And then over here is tires for the black frame ones I showed you before. We got a couple of transmissions there that are for parts. An ST16 frame, which it's kind of funny. I've had this for just over a year now, and all I've done is take parts off of it, but that'll become something at some point. Then there's the Murray GT16, which I've totally lost interest in this, but here it is. I'll probably end up taking the front tires off of it because they are quite nice and hold air. Got my mini road grader, which is parked right here for now. A mower deck, which I'm going to restore to go on one of the old style tractors that is gonna, I'm going to restore this deck for one of the old style, like 69 or earlier models. I'm going to have to paint it white and stuff to match. Miscellaneous pile of parts. John Deere X Series transmission I have for a spare. In the trailer here is probably going to be about it. At least for this video. Gotta get it unlocked. So in here is the 1980 GT 19.9. Then it's the, wow, it's hot in here. It's the 78 or 79 GT18 single cylinder. And then it's the 75 ST16. And then way back there is my 18T Roper, which I'm going to go in here. It's really hot, but I want to show you that the ones back here. So that one I put a mower deck on about 3 weeks ago or so. I fixed up this 48-inch deck, and I stuck that on here, and I've been using that to mow the nicer parts of the yard because that John Deere, it's got a nice big 60-inch deck on it, but it mows like total garbage. This Roper does a way better job at mowing, so like the right of way up by the road, some parts of the yard where I actually care about what it looks like, I use this, and then use the John Deere on the rest, because I don't know why it doesn't do a very good job, but blades are sharp and everything, it leaves a lot of grass behind. So got the GT18 Hydrodrive, which this got a different transmission in it, so it doesn't leak oil all over the floor. This also has a mower deck on it. Seems kind of stupid to change the whole transmission because it leaked, but it jumped when you move the lever forward. It was real jumpy, and I even changed the oil and it did the same thing. And couldn't find any seals or anything like that, and I had another transmission for it, so I just swapped the whole thing out. But that is going to be it for this video. I'm really hoping that next week I have a video on them on that SS14 out. So thanks for watching.